is a secret war between empaths and narcissists. Empaths are the saviors of humanity because within an empath, there's the moral quality that one should have dealing with a collective consciousness. Narcissists are selfish people, are selfish beings. They are demons. Selfishness is what creates a demon. So this is a war. The narcissist's duty is to make an empath narcissistic. An empath's duty is to make a narcissist's qualities the same as it has, because its qualities, the empath's quality, is for the betterment of the world. An example of an empath. The story of Christ is a story of an empath. Anyone throughout the annals of history that you have heard of or heard about that was against Christ, which is the whole world, is a narcissist. At the time, the world was subjected to narcissistic rule. At the time that Christ came, the story of Christ, when Christ came, the world was under narcissistic rule. And Christ came with the antidote to cure a sick world under a narcissistic, tyrannical rulership. So, these stories are the actual stories that's taking place right now. The war between narcissists and empaths. A narcissist's duty is to destroy an empath, to make an empath feel hopeless, to feel worthless, to feel not needed. See, anybody lacking a quality that an empath have, it's the empath's duty, either through just you physically seeing that quality or them showing you how to acquire that quality. It's the empath's duty to make bad good, to transcend bad to good. So narcissists are they are reluctant to change. This is what makes them narcissistic, because as opposed to looking at the world collectively, they just look at the world from their self perspective. What can the world do for me, as opposed to what can I do for the world? The empath's view of the world is, what can I do for the world in order for the world to do something for me? And the world can do something for the empath by being empaths themselves, or having kindness, or having care for others. These are qualities that the empath wants. So the empaths are angelic beings because they care for the well-being of others. Then you have the narcissists, which are selfish beings, which are demonic beings. They only care for themselves. And they'll still kill and destroy for whatever selfish desire that they have within their heart. So you can have narcissistic family members, and they could be offered money to set you up. And because they are selfish, they're only going to think of, damn, if I do this, then I'll get that. Because they're only thinking of themselves. They're not thinking about, damn, if I set them up, what happened to me in the long run? Damn, I shouldn't do that. Because I wouldn't want nobody to do that to me. Or to the next person. So these are things that as narcissists don't consider. They don't consider the feelings of others at that particular time. At the time that they want whatever it is that they want or whatever they're after, they don't consider feelings of others. And very seldom do they consider others. So there's the battle that I was in. I mean, it's not a battle because, like I said, some of us are powerful and we are super empaths, meaning that before a narcissist is able to destroy us, it will destroy everything in its path and itself before it's able to destroy an empath. A narcissist can destroy an empath by destroying him or herself. You can't destroy an empath by hurting them physically because these people they have a level of forgiveness that's it's untoppable. You can't top their forgiveness. You can't top their patience. You can't top their concern, their care. You can't top these qualities of an empath. So a lot of things set up that are against empaths, like maybe the political arena. A lot of things are set up against empaths, like capitalism. Capitalism is directly against empaths because it is dog eat dog. It is my feelings, fuck your feelings. That's what capitalism is. If I have to get on top by stepping on this person, I'm going to do that. So certain political parties are set up from narcissists and empaths perspectives. So when you have socialism and communism, these are things that take into consideration the whole of humanity. We're not just thinking in terms of myself or me or me or me. It's the collective consciousness, the what's going on collectively. So this is the reason why there's organizations set up to combat or to target empaths, because empaths within them have the power to change and mold things or to better things that's in their reach. So society has to be geared towards being a narcissistic because it's profitable for a certain economy to run. American economy is ran off of narcissistic behavior. So the masks, all the people that you see wearing masks right now, these are narcissists. These are narcissists. A narcissist will do whatever it is to save themselves as opposed to doing whatever it takes to save the world or others. So everybody at this particular moment with a mask on, like out in public, like you might see with a mask on their face, these people, these are narcissists. A narcissist can be told who their enemy is and what their enemy is. Say something comes on the news and it's a news article and they say, hey, they're looking for you for this. A narcissist, regardless of whether this is true or not, a narcissist will make it their duty to partake in taking you down because it's something selfish about them. I was the one that found them. I was the one that, it's not that you did anything wrong, or it's not that you actually are a criminal. It's just a simple fact that whatever comes on the media or on the TV screen, and it has something to do with them, or it doesn't have anything to do with them, but they could include their self into it, they will. As far as like wearing the mask, that ain't got nothing to do with me because I'm protected by the sun. The sun is my savior. One thing that they had mentioned on the news about this virus is that the sun kills the virus. After that's been said, it should have been no more discussion about it because this was in the heart of summer that they discussed this. Now, me as an empathetical being, I'm an empath. I know that nothing's going to happen to me and nothing's going to happen to them because that's the goodness that I have. I'm not worried about any virus or anything happening to me. Maybe the people that keep replaying this over and over and over and over and over and again, that keep discussing it, maybe they have something to worry about. I don't have nothing to worry about because that's the promise of my God. And I'm a child of promise. So I am God's people. God don't have people just because, oh, you're born under this is my people. No, God's people are not selfish people. A narcissist can never be God's people. Empaths are God's people, regardless of what race you're in, regardless of what religion you're behind. If you are an empath, if you feel for others, if you feel for the world, you are God's people. If you don't feel nothing for the world, if you want money, if you want material wishes, if you want shit in this world, you are a narcissist. You are not with God. I don't care what religion you're in. I don't care. Matter of fact, these religions teach you to be narcissistic. They tell you to accept something as your personal savior. Fuck the world. But as me, as my savior, is teaching you to be narcissistic. All these religions, especially Islam. I've been to mosques as a Muslim. And the Muslim men, the Muslim people, they do not accept you because it is nothing that a religion could do to teach you these qualities. They will not accept you because it's not within them to accept you. They are narcissistic people by nature. You are either a demon or you are an angel. Point blank, period. So empaths are angels, are with God. Narcissists are demons. They are with the devil. The devil is a selfish being. The God of this world is a selfish being. That's how this guy became the God of this world, because the people chose to be selfish. And they created a selfish God. Their God don't even exist. Your God don't exist. It exists off of the fact that, oh shit, as long as we can keep the truth away from them empaths, that's where their God resists. That's where their God exists at. Keeping the truth away from the empaths. The empaths are God's moral support here on this planet. And the world wishes to do away with empaths. That is the story of Christ. This is a person that was killed because he was an empath. Well, there's a story about a person that was killed because he was an empath. Empaths are the children of God.